The other day, I was actually creating content for one of the days that sort of following in my Facebook on my Facebook page, and that particular day was teaching about the controller, which is one of those identities. I was like doing each day different identity. In that particular day, I was doing about controller. I'll just tell you quickly what controller is. Controller is almost like this protective identity the mind creates to protect you from feeling unsafe, which the mind has created long time ago when it served, but most of us, we are not aware. We still keep performing, keep being those identities, and particularly that day was about performer. And if you want to go and check what I was doing, you're very welcome to come to my Facebook page and see. And on that particular day, as I said, I was creating content, and I have already that content created, already had vision how I'm going to post it. I always listen what wants to move through me. And I already had, I already knew it. And I spoke with my husband and I said, let's drive to the beach. I'm going to dress this outfit and you're going to take some, slow motion video. I had already vision, which was beautiful. I didn't have to bother. I don't let the mind taking things out. I have the vision and I stick with it. And I did. We were driving down the beach, very close from where we are. And out of nowhere, my husband noticed some people riding bikes like on the road. And they were like sort of without much care, just moving like that without thinking there might be a car behind. And he started arguing. See, he started, moving, talking about it. And I just said, okay, I want to just calm him down. But he didn't. He was carrying on. He was, saying things. And I could really feel it, how this was it started affecting me. It started, making me upset because he was carrying on. And when I could really, it was just in a very short moment, I already start feeling that I can't go and do anything on the beach because I just feel like that. I could not do it. And my husband parked and he wants us to go. And I said, no, you've done it, and I was upset. I felt sad. I felt all of that because I could not be the spiritual dancer trying to teach people about how the controller looks in life and, not doing the way I was imagining how things should be. And obviously we didn't go. I didn't go to the beach. I didn't do those things. I went home and I felt, that's it. But this is the key point. This is how universe, you call, or God, wants always put the mirror in front of you and show you that you're teaching about something there, but where are you? And to me, that was a beautiful self-realization. This is what happened on the road prior to me performing. It was showing my controller inside of me, and I follow that controller. I perform as that controller because it wasn't as I want the things to be. It was, the different plans showed up. My husband reacted, but it was about me, what I would do with his reaction. And I followed. And what I did, the controller in me, it would not do any of those it wouldn't be exactly as I want, which I want you to notice this, how that controller inside of me was doing the things without me being aware. Because we often, because the body, I start feeling, if you rewind that video and listen to that again, I start feeling inside of me first. I start feeling I could not, especially, dancing, I could not do it. And that's when it starts. I'll just jump into that controller role. And I didn't do any of those. And this is sometimes what life can keep us stuck. If we keep doing the same things, believing in a controller, in a pleaser, in a strong one, this is how it feels. Because I could carry on for the rest of the day what my husband did. And because of him, I didn't do it. But it was a little bit late, but it was good that I did realize how I act as. And the teaching that I was just about to post, it showed for me to make sure you can really teach someone and you see what you've just done and have that embodiment of what really controller can feel like. And that's what I did. And if this resonates with you, and if you can see that you do similar things and you've noticed that the controller in you is taking that will and is riding you in life, this is the time that you have to see this as a program and not following what the controller wants you to do, and stop repeating the same things over and over. And if you, as I said, if you want to learn more about the identities, this is I think the week 6 of the whole journey. I'm sort of showing up on Facebook, and the Friday post was the controller, which today is Sunday. Yes, exactly. Lots of love, and share with me if this resonates with you, and notice where you do this in your life. That's the key. First thing, most important, just noticing, being aware of that. Lots of love, and see you next time. Bye for now.